turn 15 down towards turn 16. And we are green racing with 4:13 to go, Bruce.
And immediately Jerome Blake-Amolan moved out of the way. That's not just gentlemanly, that's sporting, and that's very, very intelligent. That releases the battle for third place between Joel Sturm in the number 80 Porsche from Herbeth Motorsport and Tom Ikin tucked in behind in the Optima Motorsport McLaren. McLarens have shown well in this race, but will they get a podium? Well, he's the opportunist there. He's going to see if he can do it. But at the moment, Charles Weerts is leading his lead down to 4.7 seconds. It was 11.2 a blink of an eye ago. I don't think the problem, I think it's just a restart. But what have we got left on the clock? 3 minutes, 35 seconds.
Yeah, and it's going to be a frantic 3 minutes, 35 seconds. That is the battle there for third position on the GT3 podium. Gabriel Piano, they will keep the Pro-Am podium, but for the outright podium, that's the battle for that third step. Either side of the Cup car, and he was off the track there. Defensive under brakes, trying to keep that McLaren behind him. Joel Sturm's using every trick in his very extensive book of tricks.
Yeah, bear in mind though, he's been pinged for going off the track before, and that was as wide as you possibly could go. But anyhow, for now, down the run from turn 5 to turn 6, the McLaren is getting closer, half a car length behind, under the rear wing, almost invisible as you get the head-on shot, but he's on the outside, braking heavily, but the inside line into the left-hander is held by the Porsche, but he's wide, he's sweeping around, trying to go around the outside at turn 6. There is no outside at turn 6, and the McLaren's going to have to come back to terra firma back on the track.
There's contact between them. They both, the fence came out, and there was contact between the two cars. Is there damage? They're bouncing around off each other, my goodness. There is damage on the Porsche. The Porsche left rear rubbing.
Certainly is. Meanwhile, at the front of the race, no, let's stay on with this battle because it was really tight. It was super close, and Ikin was nothing if not brave, going out, trying to find the outside, and the Porsche kept coming across. That's what led to the contact. Through turns 11 and 12 they go, then they're going to duck briefly under the hotel into the shade, but can that tyre last another lap? 2 minutes remains on the clock, and where is our racing?
Well, just going down to turn 1 now, so this will be 1+1, but look at that tyre smoke coming off the left-hand side of the Herbeth car. That's going to be a problem if that keeps on rubbing like it is. It's 3 wide going into turn 1. They keep it all together. The 33 lights up those rear tyres as Thomas Ikin really under attack. He can see that smoke. Well, he can smell that smoke as they go down to turn 1.
Smell it, he can chew it. He's that close. Tucked in behind. Through turn 1 they go, but all along Joel Sturm's going to know that tyre is right on the edge. But he's got about a half-second advantage. Can he hold it? What traffic is up ahead of them? Meanwhile, at the front of the race, Charles Weerts leads by just under 4 seconds. And again, Sturm going wider still off the side of the track, and as they go up to turn 5, it's braking so late. Is there going to be contact there? No, there isn't. Who gets the power down earliest? Because of course this is the drag the whole way down the longest straight of the circuit, turn 6, and I must say Sturm is very, very staunch in defence.
He is indeed. They were both off the track, but what happened when they hit, the guardrail comes back towards the track. Here we go, down the inside for the McLaren. There's contact again, and the Herbeth car has lost its front wing. He's going down deep into that corner, gives them a touch. They're both off the circuit. Oh my goodness, this is going to go to race direction to work out who is going to finish second, because both cars left the circuit and overtook.
Yeah, well, the passing move was made. The contact that flipped up the left front wing on the Porsche was before, well, as they got into the braking zone. The McLaren was first into the corner, but then the Porsche just came across, took a diagonal line across the painted strips on the outside, and I think they're going to need a very wide naughty boy step.
I think that is indeed. Just keeping an eye on car 32 now, coming across the start-finish line. The clock kicks down to 13 seconds. Could this be the last lap? Yes, the leader's on the last lap, and that is done. The tyre has exploded on the 30 car. Joel Sturm may not make it to the finish of this race. Where is...
Ikin's gone through. He's easily cleared, but the question is Levente Reves. He could gain. Well, if the Porsche of Optimum of Herbeth goes into the pits, well, it hasn't quite got there, and the bodywork at the front was up high. The bodywork on the left rear is has been removed. I think he might even have 2 punctures there. The McLaren, though, seems relatively unscathed.
How bulletproof is that car? As our leader on the last lap, heading down the back straight at the moment towards turn 6 and 7, as the Herbeth car limps back to the paddock. He's got broken everything on that at the moment. the front tyre is deflated as well. You're right, Bruce. He's got two flat tyres. Yeah, absolute disaster. But really, really exciting racing. But I think that might go to the stewards for a little chat.
I think it may well. I think the bodywork is described as akimbo at the moment. But our race leader, Charles, it's 3.2 seconds clear. But the last few laps will be the ones people talk about. Not so much for Charles Weerts and Gabriele Piano, who took first and second place. It was the battle for third place. It was getting very robust indeed. They had 3 laps to run when the field was released, and there was no lack of trying from Tom Ikin, but there was contact on the straight, and then contact as he was trying to turn through turn 5 because the Porsche came back at him. But the bodywork damaged the front left bodywork flipped up on the Porsche. He maybe actually slightly unsighted the driver. That's Joel Sturm there. And then he came back at the McLaren.
He repaid him.
It certainly repaid him with a bit of interest.
Serve, yeah.
But then the bodywork at the back started coming off, and then the tyre just went completely. And this caused other punctures as the debris was left all over the circuit.
As expected, the 33 and...